Predicting bent shape, two bonds and two lone pairs. OF2 or oxygen difluoride and NO2, nitrogen dioxide, are two bent molecules. So they're both bent. Which has a greater bond angle? This is a great question because it's asking us to decide which one has a greater bond angle based on our knowledge of the VSEPR model. So we have A here, which we can see O is a central atom, and it has two lone pairs and two bonds. So it has a bent shape, we can see that, and it has two lone pairs, two bonds, so it's sort of like H2O in its shape. B, however, has only one lone pair and two bonds. So that tells us that this also has a bent shape. What we have to notice though is that when it has one lone pair and two bonds, is that the repulsion between these atoms is actually less than the repulsion that happens here, because this has two lone pairs that are part of the whole molecule. So because it has two lone pairs, the repulsion is greater. So the repulsion here is greater, making the bond angle smaller. And because of that, that means this one has a larger bond angle. This one is closer to 120, not exactly 120, and this one is less than that. Okay, less than probably around 100.5. So this is much less than that. And so this is the greater bond angle. Even though they're not exactly those numbers, they are closer to that based on their lone pairs and bonds, and that means B is the answer to our question because it has a greater bond angle.